I am nostalgic. I am almost homesick for the Florida that I knew growing up in the 90s. The Florida where a family could raise a family on a single income, where you could buy a home before the age of 30 and it not be a miracle, where you could get access to the VA and not have to wait months or have your claim denied, where you didn't have to compete with foreigners to buy a home or to get a job, when your country felt unapologetically and authentically yours. I am nostalgic. I am almost homesick for the Florida that I knew growing up in the 90s. The Florida where a family could raise a family on a single income, where you could buy a home before the age of 30 and it not be a miracle, where you could get access to the VA and not have to wait months or have your claim denied, where you didn't have to compete with foreigners to buy a home or to get a job, when your country felt unapologetically and authentically yours.
Hey everybody, welcome to Florida Frontier. Today, this is episode 15. We're doing our midnight segment. Joining with me, we have Bowden. Your camera was on, Bowden. I don't know. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Now you can.
Oh,
Can
don't
you
have it
see
to me.
yourself in the Discord, by the way? Like with through
Yeah,
my screen. Okay. You know it's
yeah, I
really
can.
weird. It's really weird. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because it casts my OBS screen to whenever I turn on the virtual camera. But it's just really weird
Huh?
that you can like see two of you. You can see your camera, you can see your camera on my screen. Oh no, it's really weird. Did I told you earlier today I actually went and met Paul Renner, didn't I?
No, you didn't tell me that, bro.
Oh yeah, you know who Paul Renner is, do you?
Yeah, sorry, I shook my head. I don't know.
Oh, you know, you're good. I'm tired myself, dude. I don't know how I do these midnight segments, bro. I'm 20 years old, but my sleep schedule is so screwed up, and I need to fix my sleep schedule, bro. And I cannot keep doing these midnight segments that I do, but I'm going to do it anyways. But
Facts, bro.
anyways, yeah. So for those of you who do not know, Paul Renner, he is a Republican candidate running for Florida governor, and he honestly, okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys, right? You all know I'm for Fishback. You all know I like Fishback. I'm supporting him. I'm voting for James Fishback in 2026 on August 18th. You all know that about me, but not to be the devil's advocate here, but if I had to choose a second option, it would definitely be Paul Renner. Paul Renner's actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, he was pretty decent, and all the people over there at the event was trying so hard to convert me to Paul Renner. They were trying. They were. So one of my buddies actually, he made a. You ever heard the term riding with Biden, Bowden? You know,
Riding with
yeah, we're
the
riding
right.
with
Wait,
Biden.
the riding with Biden. I've heard of right in Biden,
No,
where
no,
he wasn't going to be on the ballot, but
No, 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 no. So like that was like one of the slogans or whatever that Biden supporters would use was riding with Biden. You know, like
yeah,
getting in the car and riding with Biden. You know.
yeah.
Anyways, but so one of my friends earlier, he made a real funny statement about Paul Renner's campaign. He said, dude, he was like, yeah, now we're gonna be running with Renner. And it was I just thought it was hilarious.
Running with a Renner.
Yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. But anyways, yeah, Paul Renner, he is actually a pretty decent pick. But don't. By the way, all my listeners at home, do not take that and be like, oh, okay, well, Paul Renner, he might. Okay, I don't really care for Fishback, and this guy, Paul Renner, he seems like a decent option, so I might just vote for Paul Renner. Or if you do think Fishback is okay, and you look into Paul, what I'm trying to say is, do not waver your vote from Fishback for Paul Renner. That's all I'm trying to say here, right? Just because I say he's an okay candidate does not mean that he is the best candidate. He is not the best candidate. So, anyway, so I kind of want to touch in for news for tomorrow, or rather, I should say today because it is now April 14th, but whatever. So, tomorrow at lunchtime at 12 p.m. and noon, we are going to be interviewing a guy. He is a Republican candidate running for governor of Florida. His name is James Shaw. And I'm actually very excited to get this interview. It's going to be a short interview. It will be live. It's going to be about 30 minutes long. We already got a whole list of questions because I'm not going to lie. I'm very guilty whenever I interview people on my channel. I'm very guilty of not having questions already written down to ask them. And it totally throws me off. But anyways, I got to turn my headset down a little bit. Anyways, as I was saying, I actually have a whole list of questions already written down to ask them for tomorrow, and I can actually go through these list of questions in a minute. But anyway, we're basically just going to be tagging on. Bowden, did you ever hear about how the FWC board is actually all the FWC board is just land developers?
Is it really?
Yes, I'm being dead serious.
No, I haven't seen that, man.
For people whose job is to quite literally preserve the land and keep it rural, there are land developers. They buy up land and they cut down the trees. And look, I'm not this huge environmentalist. I'm not one of those guys who's like, save the turtles, right? I don't care about that. But we have a major issue with FWC. It needs to be completely reformed. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't feel like getting into a whole bunch of political topics tonight. I'm pretty tired as it is. I had to quite literally force myself to even start the stream. I did not want to. I was laying in bed, watching a movie, and I was like, it'd be really nice if I can just skip the stream tonight. But I didn't, because the last time we streamed was Friday. And yeah, so anyways, I don't know. What's been going on with you, Bowden?
Just working school, man. Just trying to get my AA ready to go to Florida State.
I forgot you are one of those Knowles, aren't you?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, of course
Best college
you
in
are.
Florida.
Nah, it's all about the U. It's all about the U.
Miami's his buns, bro.
Miami demolished you this year. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But hold on. But let me guess. Oh, but in college basketball or baseball, we're better. But no, bro. Nobody cares about college sports unless it is football. I'm just being honest with you. I think we can both agree on that. No, that's not false. That is not false.
I care. I don't want to say equally, but I mean, college baseball is pretty popular. College basketball is obviously pretty popular because of March Madness. I don't care too much about basketball. I still watch our games. But
okay, let's be honest here. I will agree with you. I think college baseball is more entertaining than MLB. I think we can both agree on that. Same thing with like me and college football. I think college football is way more entertaining than NFL. And I'm sorry because, dude, with me, I don't know. It's like every time I see a super small college go up against somebody like, University of Alabama or whatever it may be, right? I always want to see that upset. And it's just really cool knowing that there's like 1,300 like college football look, I don't know how many there's, but it's like in the thousands, I think, right? Isn't there like over 1,000 college football teams?
Yeah, not in different divisions, yeah.
I was about to say there is different divisions. Yeah,
maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah, actually, I think it was like 900 or something. I'm gonna look that up while.
For D1, I think it's like 130.
I'm not too sure. Actually, I can't look it up because if I do look it up, it's gonna get rid of your screen. I absolutely hate this. Dude, I need to get an editor for my channel so bad. Or at least
there are. I don't know why it says roughly. Stupid AI. There's 138 FBS D1 schools, and then there is 129 FCS D1 schools. So if you look at just FBS, which is what everybody mostly cares about, 138.
I got you. Dude, I'm so dead tired. I gotta stop complaining on stream. Every time I go on stream, I'm always complaining about something. Complaining about food. I'm complaining about now, like just the other day, I was complaining about not having any nicotine, and now I'm complaining about being tired. I'm always complaining about something whenever I go on stream. Oh, Bowden, I got something to tell you. I totally forgot. So I was at that Paul Renner event earlier. And dude, I'm about to step on some toes I'm about to step on some toes for those people living in Columbia County. I'm about to step on some of their supporters' toes. Anyways, you know Rocky Ford, he's a county commissioner.
Yeah.
One of them, anyways. So for one, I told you I plan on running for county commissioner, right?
No. When are you plan on telling me that?
Well, no, I think I told you that a while back. I think I told you that I'd consider it or whatever. Anyway, so I
probably just ignored you, not gonna lie.
Probably. But so I came up with a decision today. I think I'm gonna run for county commissioner in my district. I'm gonna probably launch my campaign early next year because the election's in 28 or 27. The election's in 27, but office takes hold 28 though. But anyways, so I'll be running against Rocky Ford for county commissioner. And so that means I gotta kinda, I have people tell me saying, well, that means you gotta kind of watch what you say on your show on YouTube. I was like, bro, I don't care. Like, I do not care what I say on my show. And I would rather be upfront with people and for them to know the truth and how I really am before they elect me than me be a Trojan horse because that's not what I am. And anyways, so I heard something that Rocky Ford was talking about earlier in the Paul Renner event. Would you agree? I think we can both agree on this. So you know how for county commissioners and city council and all that fun stuff, you know how they don't really have term limits, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So would you be in favor of county commissioners having term limits?
I'm in favor of like everybody having a term limit if you're working at federal or state level. I don't care what it is.
Well, you would think so, right? I'm in favor of it, by the way. Look, I don't think anybody should be serving more than 2 terms. Maybe 3 at most. Maybe 3 at most. But for the most part, I'm not in favor of anybody serving in the office for longer than 2 terms. Although, I'll tell you what I do believe. I think that if somebody does serve for 2 whole terms and they're not eligible to run against for the next election, I think that they should still be eligible for later on in their life to run again if people so desire to reelect that person. And anyway, so I heard Rocky Ford talking earlier in person. I heard Rocky Ford talking, and Rocky Ford actually said that he is actively fighting against term limits for his position. He said he wants to remain county commissioner, and he is against term limits in our county for county commissioner. And I heard that, and I was like, whoa, okay, bro, hold on. So for one, the whole entire purpose of having term limits in general is to prevent corruption. And people don't realize that. And so I heard that. I was like, how is this guy, like, how are you, like, he, of course, I don't think he came out openly and said this on Facebook or anything. I could be wrong. Maybe he has. Maybe he hasn't. But I heard him say this in person, though. And I was like, there's no way this guy is saying this. So I can tell everybody right now, I'm definitely using that against him whenever I run for county commissioner, bro. Like, there's no way I'm not using that to my advantage. Like
Just
I'm gonna
use it,
play,
bro.
dude. I'm playing dirty. I'm gonna be playing dirty.
Post it now, bro. Post it now.
Oh, I
Yeah, go
will.
ahead and get in people's minds.
Dude, tomorrow I'm gonna go on a whole rant on Facebook, bro. I'm gonna go on a whole rant. Dude, tomorrow. I'm waking up and I'm choosing violence, bro. I'm waking up on the wrong side of the bed, bro. I'm going, dude. I'm. By the way, YouTube. Whenever I say I'm choosing violence, that's a metaphor, okay? I'm metaphorically speaking there, okay? But dude, is wild to me whenever I heard that. Oh man. Yeah, but anyways, our county needs some major changes. I actually had an idea. This is more so a city thing, but as county commissioner, I would still push for it, and I would still encourage other people in the city to actually do this. I had an idea. I have not heard anybody talk about this. Do you know what Lake City used to be called before it was Lake City?
No.
So it was called Alligator Town. You ever hear that?
Well, I assume. No, I've never heard that. I know of Alligator Lake, Alligator Park.
So
I mean, I wasn't born in Lake City, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna share with you an interesting fact that I bet a lot of people actually does not know. Do you know why Lake City was called Alligator Town, or do you know why the lake is called Alligator Lake?
Should I just take a lucky guess?
Sure.
Because there are alligators.
No, that's actually not the reason. So there was an Indian chief who lived in the region several hundred years ago. His name was Chief Alligator, and he resided in the area of Lake City, what was then called Alligator Town. They named Lake City originally Alligator Town after that Indian chief who was named Chief Alligator. And then the reason why that lake is called Alligator Lake is because that is where they built a lot of their villages around. And it was Chief Alligator who resided over that region, including Lake City.
Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And so I had this idea, right? And I will, if I get some sort of position of authority, some position of power, if the people elect me, I have this idea. I would say the state in general, actually, it's mainly the left, actually. It's mainly the left, but some, soft Republicans are for it too. They're totally for destroying our history in our state. For example, in Florida, we had the statue of General Robert E. Lee, who was a general for the Confederacy. They tore that statue down because it resembles hate and violence or whatnot, right? But that's not all true. That's not true at all, actually, but they tore the statue down, and that is literally ripping American history away from its roots. And the whole reason I don't know what the reason for the name change was to Lake City was, but if you ask me, I think Chief Alligator, he played an important role in our area. I mean, we literally named a whole town after him, including a lake and everything. Why are we ripping? I mean, you didn't know that. For all those people at home who didn't know that, this is proof of that. They are ripping this history away from us. And we need to reinstate that history back to its founding. So anyway, so I don't know. That's just like a small idea I had. Obviously, it's not like a whole election. That's not what I'm gonna base my whole campaign off of or whatever, right? But I just think personally it needs to be renamed back to Alligator Town in remembrance of Chief Alligator.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Alligator Town sounds a lot better than Lake City. We're just gonna.
It does. It does. It's a very Florida name. It's a very Florida man name.
Yeah, I don't know. Very Florida man name, yes.
Dude,
Alligator Town. I think that. You think that would ring a bell in like people's mind? Like that has a ring to it, or do you think they're gonna be like,
no. I don't know. Look. If you don't support that name change, that is not a reason to not vote for me, first of all, because as a county commissioner, I have nothing to do as far as renaming a whole city, okay? I have nothing to do with county commissioners. Focus on the county, not the city, okay? Just for all you people out there to know that. I would focus more so on, first of all, if it's not done by then, county commissioners actually have the authority to reduce property taxes, and I believe they have the authority to actually eliminate property taxes. I have always talked about this. I've spoke about this many, many, many times on my show. I am 1,000% against property taxes. I do not want them in our state. I do not want them in our county. I do not want them in our district. I am 1,000% against it. And there's not a lot of county commissioners out there. Actually, I don't think there's any county commissioner out there who even speaks on it. And I'll tell you a really stupid thing that the commissioners actually passed last year. I'll tell you a real stupid thing they passed. I don't know why they signed off on this, but it was totally just ridiculous. So guess what percentage of our youth in Columbia County is obese?
In Columbia County, of the youth, and just the youth.
Yeah, like people.
Well,
below
I've
the
seen
age
a
of 18.
lot of fat little kids.
Mhm.
So, well, just in America, I think it's like borderline 50. So in our county, God, I guess I would say like 40 to 60 in that area.
You're close to 40. It's actually, I believe it's 36%. I could be wrong. It's either
36,
30.
okay.
It's either 34 or 36% of.
Yeah,
of
I didn't
of
think
our
it was
youth is
above 50,
obese.
but I also didn't want people to think I was delusional or something for saying below 50 because our country is screwed over. But
Anyway, so we have,
and that's just obesity, right?
Yeah, that's
so
not
like there's overweight people, and then
Yeah.
that may not necessarily be considered obese, but
yeah. I get what you're saying.
like me, I would say I'm overweight right now.
Yeah,
Also
and
working out and stuff. So
anyway, so tagging back onto that, right? You would agree, and by the way, it's a little over 30% of our children is obese, or our youth is obese. You would say that's a big number, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I think we can
36%
all
of
agree.
anything is,
Yeah, I think we can all agree that it is a big number. And so last year our county commissioners, they actually raised the prices for people to even go and practice on our baseball fields and softball fields in the city. And
to
it was
practice.
just to
It
practice.
costs money just to practice.
It costs money just to walk out there on the field whenever nobody's out there and just throw a ball up in
Does
the
it
air and
really?
hit it. Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, Live Oak's way better than Lake City.
And so I saw that passed and all the county commissioners signed on it. I was like, what is going on? And we need to double down on our standards whenever it comes to physical activity with our youth.
Yeah.
And
Especially since Florida is probably top 5 states for like any sport. I would probably say mainly like football and baseball. There's a lot of Florida kids that love baseball. You have Miami, Florida State, very well known baseball schools. There's even well known high schools in Florida that love baseball. So when kids in Little League have dreams of like going and doing whatever with baseball, I don't know anything about football fields. There's no really public football fields in Lake City, are there?
football fields? No,
I think there's.
I don't think
I
so.
know there's like a practice. It's not even a practice field. It's like a backup field for, I want to say LCMS and CHS. I don't remember where it's at.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I could probably. I don't know the name of the park. Maybe it's like Orange Park. You know where Orange Park is?
I've heard of it.
There's the football field right next to it. It's like I think it's like it's not a practice field. It's literally like a backup field for if something happens with their home stadium or whatever. But anyway, where was I at?
So anyways, but the solution to solving this obesity problem in our county is not by raising costs on families who only make $40,000 a year that cannot support their child doing physical activities such as sports.
Yeah.
And people say, and actually I actually spoke to the mayor earlier today, and he said we have a $85 million budget in the city of Lake City. And we are not in a deficit at all, by the way. We have a ton of money in our city. You're telling me we cannot afford to bring those costs down? And matter of fact, I would actually be in favor of completely abolishing the tax on even having to use the field. Our citizens in this county already pay enough taxes as it is. They already the city, the county itself gets enough money, and where there is no deficit in our county. Our county is up in money right now. Our county makes enough money where we don't have to tax our citizens, so that way they can't afford to have their obese children to go play sports or do any sort of physical activity. I think the whole thing's totally bonkers. It is totally ridiculous. But yeah, honestly, I don't know what all I want to talk about tonight. I'm pretty tired, but I'm like forcing myself through right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly I had zero idea that it costs money just to get into practice.
Yeah.
You know, games or whatever. Sure, I get it. Like that's fine. Because that's how I grew up. You know, you had to pay like I don't know $5 to get in to watch a game or whatever. But you didn't have to pay anything to go practice in your own free time. Um, you know, I played baseball from the time I was 3 years old up until the time COVID hit in 2020, so like 13 or 14, something like that. Um, and there was never one time where I had to pay to get into any practice field. And I was on like plenty of A teams, B teams, stuff like that, and you didn't have to pay to get in to practice at all. So that's just dumb. It prevents parents from wanting to take their kids out there because they have to spend not only gas money, especially considering gas prices right now, but they also have to. How much is it to get in? Do you know?
I'm not too sure. I'm just totally. Are you talking about as far as getting a ticket to go sit on the bench and watch a game?
No, to practice.
I used to know. I don't remember the cost, but it's like a monthly fee though.
A
And
monthly fee?
yeah,
So
and
you have to.
that's
It's like a
you have to
membership.
like you have to be a member.
Bruh.
It's totally ridiculous, man. And I would, dude, that'd be the first thing. Well, not the first thing, but that'd be one of the key things. One of the first things I would hit my first week in office if I got elected, bro. I'd be like, yeah, this is totally ridiculous. We need to get our kids into physical activities. We need to get them out the doors. We need to get them off the screens. We need to get them off their phones. They need to go out and actually get proper exercise and actually go live a life outside of social media.
Yeah.
And but you know what do I know, right? They all seem like they know what they're doing, right? There's totally no corruption between all of them. There's totally none.
What is? I don't even know what corruption means. Like, what is that?
Bro, are you rage baiting me? But yeah, it's totally ridiculous, man. But I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like asking some stupid questions again.
Don't do it.
Look, this is supposed to be a professional channel, but whenever it's like past midnight, I just do not care anymore. I have no limitations. So I have a question for you, Baldwin. Would you rather? And yeah, this is a fair question. Would you rather have the mustache man? If you know who I'm talking about, he was from a certain era back in the early 1900s. Would you rather have the mustache man babysit your child for a day, or Big Yahoo?
The mustache man.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right? Bro, what do you not know?
Does he have a movie about him? I know, bro. I'm just rage baiting. World War II. Yeah, the mustache man.
Who or mustache man?
Babysit my kid.
Yeah, like for a whole day. No, we're talking about. We're actually. I'm gonna switch it to a whole weekend.
For a whole. Well, I mean, they're both probably dead. So
Talking about, we're talking about we're talking about BB here. Big Yahoo, the big man, leader of. He's our president.
um, Shoot. I guess probably Netanyahu.
Would agree
Yeah.
to disagree with that one, man. I'm just saying. Dude, Yahoo is all over the Epstein files. What are you talking about? I don't think the Mustache Man was in the Epstein files. It was also before his time, but I'm just saying, man, like,
Oh no, man, Hitler. You know, he was sending out the Gestapo, kidnapping innocent people.
yeah, but if your kids are not Jewish, what do you have to worry about?
I guess. Shoot. And then my little kid just has like a diary, just starts writing in it, hiding upstairs from.
Dude, this is the kind of crap that's not going to get me elected if I just ask questions like this.
I mean, like, you asked it, bro, not me. I just answered it.
Yes, I'm just digging myself in the hole. It's okay. It's okay. My main concern,
Good
though.
question. Good question.
My main concern, though, is people's going to look at me and be like, this is just a kid. He's 20 years old. You know, he's only 20 years old. It's like, bro, you have a very corrupt politician who's like in his 60s or 50s, who's been in office for 10 years in that same position, who is laundering money like all the time. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how much worse could you get?
Yeah. Hey, at least we're not like Somalis or anything. We could be in a deficit.
Yeah, and by the way, for the like, I would be the best candidate. Like, there is no doubt about it. Dude, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm talking about like my career or my future career in politics and crap. Whenever I'm like on the verge of just passing out, like I am not in the right mind for this. And here I am talking about Hitler and Netanyahu and stuff. Like baby.
You're gonna get demonetized now because you just said the Mustache Man's name.
It's okay. You said his name too. It's all right.
No, I didn't.
Bro, you literally. yeah.
Wink, wink.
Oh man.
What I meant to say was, I can't think of anything that rhymes with it, so I'll take it back.
Time it gets quiet during the episode, I gotta start playing cricket noises.
Yeah, you need a little soundboard.
Dude, I do
Remember
need a
the-
soundboard.
Remember the soundboard? Shoot, I think it was like one of your birthdays. We were playing Call of Duty Zombies. You had like a soundboard on your phone. You would just play random noises.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think we sat there for an hour just listening to. One of them was like
I
Trump,
think-
like turn off the lights or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Maybe that was that might have been after. Was that after or before the first or the second election? Or not after? Was that after or before the first election? The turn off the lights thing.
Sure, your camera's off. Your camera's still on Discord. I'm just saying it's gonna be off for a second on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just looking at X and seeing if I can find something to talk about. See if I can piss people off. I don't know, man. Dude, it's so funny. Did I tell you what I posted on Facebook the other day?
No, would you post
About the I can't wait to cancel out your vote.
to cancel out your vote? Let me let me look at it.
Dude, it's so funny, bro. I just love rage baiting boomers on Facebook. It's the funniest thing ever.
Dude,
Like-
I have 181 Facebook notifications, which may not be a lot to some people. I follow maybe like 20 people, and that's it. So
Dude, anyway, so I started just arguing with these people in the comments on Facebook, and they'll be like shills for Byron Donalds, like, you know, they're trying to get Byron Donalds elected, you know, they're all supporting Byron Donalds. And I'll just post on there, like they'll go to like a Fishback page, a James Fishback page. You'll go on there and they'll reply on there and be like, never Fishback. We're gonna throw that fish back in the water. You know, we're gonna get Donalds elected. He's Trump endorsed. Is your candidate Trump endorsed? And I was like, bro, I do not care. And anyways, so these are like 50-year-old, you know, these are like all boomers, bro. And in their 60s, they're all boomers. And so it's so funny to go in there and they're sitting there talking mad trash about Fishback, and you'll go in there and I'll just type up and I'll be like, if you really think about it, your vote actually doesn't even matter because whenever I vote for Fishback, I'm canceling yours out. And then they get so mad at it. And then they'll start trying to throw facts and logic at you as far as like policies and stuff like that, as far as what Byron Donalds wants to do and how supposedly it's better than Fishback. And I was like, bro, don't care. Still voting for Fishback. Your vote doesn't matter, and I can't wait to cancel it out. And they get so upset at that, bro. It's so
You know
funny.
what's funny? You know what's funny? What you posted, that isn't the first time Byron Donalds has been called car. He was just sitting in the front seat this time.
Yeah, I actually, dude, I was thinking about making something real smart and slick with that post, and I was like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I would have, but I just thought it'd be I was like, no, it'd just be funnier if I told everybody I was just going to cancel out their vote. But yeah, no, it's not the first time Byron was in the cop car.
Bruh.
Dude, I was watching Queso a lot. Do you
I
watch
mean, I
Queso?
get.
Do you watch
I watch,
Queso at all?
I watch Jinxie, bro.
Dude, I cannot.
I've been watching Jinxie. They're like the same person, bro.
No,
One
they're
of them's just skinny.
not. No, they're not. Dude,
Yes,
Jinx.
they are.
No, Queso, dude, his cortisol is so low compared to Jinxie's.
Yeah, but I need a higher cortisol though. I need it because my cortisol through the day is so low. Like I do not.
So
care.
Queso is much more laid back than Jinxie.
Yeah, we agree. We probably agree with that.
Dude,
He's still not. I still want to consider him laid back. I mean, I haven't watched much of his stuff recently.
Dude, I've been watching so much of his stuff the past week. Like every night, whenever I go to sleep, I'll just put Queso on my TV and I'll just fall asleep to him. Just
Yeah.
do you know how like every time he does like a horror game stream, he's like, it's spooky time, guys, it's spooky time, and it's just so funny. Like dude is hilarious, and then he's just this big fat guy living in his mom's basement. Well, now not anymore. He has a ton of money now from all the donations he gets, but it's just so funny just envisioning in my head. It's because what it is. He's just a big fat dude who just loves streaming video games on YouTube, and he has like no life outside. It's just so funny, bro. And
Well, I'm pretty sure I don't know if he does anymore because of the streaming, but he used to like lift. I used to lift weight, bro.
I mean, his whole fan base is just circled around the fact that he's big and fat.
No, that 100%. I mean, it's kind of just like what it is with anything nowadays. So, like on Twitch, if you don't have a interactive an interactive personality or like a character trait that people can make fun of, then you're not really gonna make it.
Yeah, it's just kind of how it is, man. Like, I
Unless
don't
you're like a
know.
hot girl or something, I guess people will watch you no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's one thing I have noticed. Every streamer who actually gets big whenever it comes to gaming, there's always something off about 'em, whether they're like huge or they're just like completely stupid. And honestly, I don't know. Like, I guess I get why people like watching it, but like, I cannot sit there and watch like I can watch Queso because he makes fun of himself for being fat. And it's actually funny stuff. And but like other people who just sit there and act like, I can't say the R word because of YouTube, but anybody who like sits there and just acts completely ridiculous and what's his name? Jinxie, bro. Like I just cannot stand watching that crap.
It just depends on what you watch of him, I guess.
I don't know. I watched him play Madden again. Do you know who Electro is?
Dude, I haven't watched anything Madden related in 5 years.
So Electro, he basically streams Madden, but what he does is he gets people like viewers and stuff like that. He basically says, "Hey, if you can beat me in Madden, then I'll give you $50 or whatever." And this dude absolutely sucks at Madden. Every play he does is Hail Mary plays, and he is so bad at Madden.
Hey, that's
bro.
what you used to do when we were little.
Yeah, but granted, I was like 12 or 13 years old.
I remember you'd go for like a Hail Mary. End of
Yeah,
the
bro.
game, I'd be winning like 70-14,
Dude,
something like
dude, it would be like 4th and 25, and I would go for it on like a run.
that. 4th and 25 on like your own 5-yard line or something.
I would just go for it, bro. Like I did not care. It's a video game. I do not care that
If I went
much.
for it though, I would have got it. If I went for it, I would have got it. Trust.
But anyways, he's so bad at the game, and every time somebody beats him, he'll sit there and pick him apart, be like, "Well, actually, I'm not going to send you the money because I told you don't do this play, and we're playing by my rules, and I said don't kick the field goal, and you did it anyways to win. So you went against the rules, and so I'm not paying it." He's just totally, dude. He's just so ridiculous. I cannot. He's funny to watch, kind of depending on who he's playing with. But anyways, I watched a stream with him versus Jinxie and Madden, and I could not bear to watch that crap. I watched like
Yeah, well, they were
5
doing
minutes of it.
yeah, him and Queso, they did a like a ultimate gaming challenge or whatever. So they played like chess, Rocket League, Siege, Fortnite, I guess Madden, and probably more games than that.
I
It
don't
was
know.
for like
Queso to me,
$10,000 or something.
yeah. Is Queso even good at Rocket League?
He's like Diamond,
Okay.
I think.
But yeah, I mean, Queso to me, he's just like real laid back. He's real chill, and he's just like, I don't know, he's just my kind of streamer. And I don't even watch gaming streams that much, like at all. And now I used to a lot, but now I just don't anymore. The only people I can actually watch stream gaming is Spudley and Queso.
Yeah,
Spudley has completely lost his fan base, though.
yeah. So is like most other
Well,
Black Ops streamers.
Yeah, I was about to
Except
say,
for, do you remember who is it? Is it Let me try and find him real quick. Maybe it's
well, Spudley
think I
lost me for a while because, dude, there was a good bit where I just did not want anything to do with zombies anymore.
yeah, that's
because I
right.
was just
That's right.
zombie
Noah
Yeah,
Noah
yeah,
Noah J.
yeah. I know he's like the best zombie player in the world.
Yeah, he still gets hundreds of thousands of views.
I don't know how, bro. Like,
I don't know. He's probably just. I mean, he's better than Spudawee now.
no, okay, I
Or
can
at
agree
least
with that.
considered better. At
Yeah,
least. I mean,
yeah, I can agree with that, but I'm not gonna like. I think me and you can both agree. Spudley, he was probably the top player at one point.
yeah. I just remember me and you playing on your Xbox One or my PS3 or my Xbox One, whichever it was at the time, and we would stay up all night.
So there is another thing I should actually mention this stream as far as people who is coming on the show. So we do have a female. She is a female running for governor as well. I am actually having her on the show. She is running as a non-party affiliate, I believe. Is he a non-party affiliate or independent? One or two. I think it's non-party affiliate. And I don't care for her at all, actually, but I'm only having her on the show because I want to give people the opportunity to speak. And I actually kind of have a goal for myself. I want to have every person, every candidate who's running for governor on the show at some point. But we cannot actually achieve every single one because I called a guy earlier. He's running as an independent. I was like, hey, I got the show. And then he was like, okay, yeah, I'd be down to do an interview. And then, anyway, so just so that way, being nice, giving him a heads up that, hey, just so you know, I'm a James Fishback supporter, so I'm not gonna, just letting you know, I'm letting you know up front, I'm not gonna try to, ambush you in any sort of way. And as soon as he heard that, he was like, no, I'm not going on the show. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with the Fishback campaign. I want nothing to do with Fishback or your show. I was like, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, you probably only got 2 votes in total. Like, you and your wife, and that's it. Like, that is it. Your kids probably don't.
Can you vote for yourself? I never even
Yeah,
thought of that.
yeah, you can actually. You can very well vote for yourself.
I
It's
guess it makes sense. So
dude, it's like liking your own Facebook post. It's just so lame.
yeah, even
Oh,
worse.
bro.
Yeah, I actually have like a list of Florida governor candidates, and the guy you debated, the Brandon McIntyre guy, he's on here, and there's plenty of others. Who's the lady governor? Are you having her on tomorrow? Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Andrea Klink. Andrea Klink, I think is how you pronounce her name. Yeah, Andrea Klink.
Oh yeah, I got her.
Do you see her?
Yeah,
What does it say? Non-party affiliate?
not party affiliate, born in Iowa, Pentecostal, self-employed.
Care for her whenever it comes to policy and stuff like that. But like I said, we're not here to judge based off of party. We just wanted to give them an interview. We want to hear them speak their mind. Everybody has the right to get their word out there if they're running for some sort of office. I don't know about that. I have a question, and this is something I've been debating on. Should I have a Democrat on the show?
You have me. I'm a Democrat.
Yeah, because nothing shouts louder that I'm a Democrat than having a 47 hat.
Yeah, dude, I love Kamala Harris. Holy crap, dude!
And I don't even care for
Price
that hat that
price
you're wearing.
gouging, trans kid surgeries, dude. I love all that
Yeah,
stuff.
all that. We want all of that in our state. We want live it in.
I hope she moves to
County.
Florida so I can vote for her to be our governor. Did you
She
see what
is
she
in
did in
Florida.
San Francisco? You see
Oh,
what she
you
did in
talking about
San
Kamala
Francisco?
Harris?
Dude, she was such a great person in San Francisco. She helped with crime. Crime is through the roof in San Francisco. Drug use through the roof.
No.
Dude, she's great.
Sounds like it. We need to get her over here ASAP. Somebody give this woman the title
Lucas
of governor.
Lucas would
Somebody
want her
give
over here for the drugs.
somebody give this woman the title of president, bro. Like right now.
She deserves it just because she's a woman, you know?
Yeah, man. We need to empower women.
She doesn't get any interviews, because they
Dude,
have to be scripted.
I feel so bad for the person. Whoever you are, by the way, whoever you may be, I feel so bad for you. If for whatever reason, if you're my political opponent and I'm running against you in some sort of office, whether it's county commissioner, if I'm running against you and you're going through all my footage to find clips to make me look bad, I feel bad for you. Dude, it would be so funny, like just being the guy running against me and just going through all my streams and all my videos and just like finding clips to make me look bad. And here I am talking about Hitler babysitting my children, like versus Netanyahu. Dude, it's obviously everybody watching at home. Obviously, it's a joke. I don't actually want Hitler to babysit my children. Okay. To be fair, I don't want Netanyahu babysitting my children either. Okay. I'd rather the child be left unattended for a whole day. But look, I would still
guess.
be there. I don't know. I'm saying if I had to choose between them two, I would pick Orr.
You would pick.
Yeah, like
Orr.
Hitler. Yeah, like
You would
Hitler
pick Orr?
or Netanyahu. I would definitely pick Orr. Like, no, I'm not having either one babysit my children.
Yeah,
And,
that's fair.
but just to clear that up for the future, never know, right? Never know when I have to go back and defend myself. But for the record, though, officially though, I would not allow that. Anyways. So we have James Shaw, Republican candidate running for governor. He's going to be on the show tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Yep.
And let's see, dude, I'm so tired. I'm trying to think right now.
This dude has one heck of a beard. Holy.
Oh, James Shaw.
Still
Okay,
have it?
I'm not going to lie to you. I actually kind of like James Shaw.
Dang.
So he ran for agricultural commissioner back in 2024 or 2022.
Yeah. It looked like he ran for governor in 22.
No, he
or
ran
not
for
governor,
agricultural commissioner.
agriculture. Yeah,
Yeah, he
so
ran for it in 2022.
24.
You
Yeah,
know
I
how many
remember
votes
last
he
year.
got?
I have no idea.
575,000.
Florida?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, he got over 500,000 votes, close to 600,000 votes. I'm having him on
Yeah,
the show tomorrow,
which
and I'm
it says his profession is an organic farmer, so I mean that would make sense.
I don't know how
I would
that
choose
could
him for
happen.
that job.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and he has 8 children and 27 grandchildren. Yeah.
8 kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna be respect. I was about to say something kind of messed up. I'm gonna be respectful, but I was just gonna crack a joke or whatever. But anyways, overall, he's actually decent. I like him. Um, he ran up against a guy named Simpson, during the time. Simpson ended up winning the election. Simpson got 2 million votes. James Shaw got 600,000. He said the only reason why Simpson even actually won that election is not because of ideals or whatever, but because he was endorsed by the governor and the president. But to get 600,000 votes against somebody who's endorsed by the governor and the president, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I didn't really know who this guy was until you just told me about him. So I'll have to listen to the interview. I'm actually going to listen to because I still haven't caught up on the other interview you did with what's his name? He's like
Congressman
curly
or
hair. No, not the congressman. The guy you were talking about Kennedy with.
I don't even. Oh wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
The guy you were talking on the stream about.
Running for county commissioner?
No. Hang on. It doesn't even say. Posted it on your. You posted his name on your Facebook.
I'm not too sure.
You know, it was literally earlier or last week.
I'm tired, man. You'd have to look for me.
Nico.
Oh, Nico.
Nico
Okay,
Dillon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico. He's really cool. I like him. He's not a candidate for anything. I just decided to have him on my show. Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh, my stupid. I didn't even realize my camera light was on. I don't know how. I'm tired too, though. Shoot.
Probably gonna stream for like 15 more minutes. I'm on a break just over an hour. Trying to get, is anybody actually commenting on the stream? I have no idea. I'm gonna look. Your camera's gonna be off on my OBS for just a second.
Is it?
On a break just. Okay, so we do have some comments and stuff in here. So sad that Fishback. Okay, hold on. Let me switch my camera over so that way y'all can see my main scene. Let me read these comments for y'all. Okay, so AJ Loves Jesus says that so sad that Fishback keeps skipping over Columbia County. Hopefully, I'll get to go to one of his rallies here soon. Yes, he will eventually make his way to Columbia County. I'll put it like that. He will eventually be here. He will be across all 67 counties in the state of Florida. So you must have deleted Brandon McIntyre for Florida governor. I'm not seeing it. No, so it's going to be a live stream. Whenever you go to my channel, you'll see there's going to be a live option, and you can watch it right there. I don't have it on the video section. You have to actually go to the live. If you click on my channel, there's going to be a few bars where it says videos, shorts, and live. Go on your live and you can, or go on my live and you can see it. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's cool. I just wanted to clip the delusional Let's Go Brandon thing he was saying. Okay, yes, I need to clip that stuff myself. Why not? They need to get their crazy. They need to get their crazy out there too. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, so Okay, David Peacock. You're still actually gonna comment. I thought you actually left the stream. Sarcasm was regarding saying Camelot was a good option. Yes, obviously, none of us want Camelot. Okay, look, I don't care for Trump myself, but I think we can all agree that Trump was a better option. Let's see. I just want someone to get rid of property taxes. Yeah, definitely. I was responding as you talked. Yeah, so the issue is with my OBS, I'm not actually looking at the YouTube comments right this second. Generally, I'll have it up on my OBS where I can see all the comments and everything like that, but for whatever reason, it was not working this stream. I'll probably end up, let me see if I can go ahead and fix that real quick, but I'm actually on a whole separate browser right now. I'm looking at comments. Anyways, yeah. Did you actually watch that interview, David? I know you said you wanted to clip the whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing. What because it's edgy and delusional. I totally agree with you. But did you actually watch that interview, or did you just hear about it? Anyways, let me add you back over here, Bowden. There we go. I don't know why my thing is not working. Docs and Streamlabs chat.
Is AJ the guy with the Trump hat? No, not AJ.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not working. I don't know. Is AJ the guy with the Trump hat? No. Yeah, I made it all the way through. Okay. It was shared on Facebook. Shared on Facebook. Okay, so did you find it through my Facebook or Brandon McIntyre's Facebook? I don't know if I know this guy in real life. I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, I don't know why, but I gotta fix this, man. For whatever reason, it's not showing me. So like, I have to go to a whole separate Google Chrome page on my YouTube to actually see the people's comments and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Docs. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Oh well, I'll fix it after. Brandon's okay. I don't know him in real life, but he is local to where I live. Rest in peace. R.I.P. brother. R.I.P.
R.I.P. What?
R.I.P. He lives in the local areas, Brandon. He's okay. Look, he's a nice guy and everything. Okay, let's not dog on him too hard. Okay, he's trying his best. He's having a dream. He's trying to live his dream right now. Let's not dog on the guy too hard. But we can agree it's totally ridiculous. He's not going to win this election. And it's really funny actually. And I'll get to your comments. I'll see what you're saying just a second after I say this. But what's really funny is Bowden. Did you see Brandon's polls that he posted on his Facebook?
No. Were they false?
Okay.
Were they false polls?
So it's actually not false, but he's making it out to be something that it's not. So he posted the poll where, as far as the Constitution Party in Florida, he has like 50% or 52% of the vote of the Constitution Party in Florida, and that may be so. It's totally believable. I can believe that, but he is putting that 52% above Bobby Williams, Jay Collins, James Fishback, Byron Donalds, Paul Renner, all these guys. He's putting his polls above them and making it out to be like he has the popular vote above theirs. And then he's sitting there going, polls don't lie. Florida is ready for a change. We want the Constitution Party. It's like, okay, bud. Calm down. Nobody's voting for you. Maybe you and your family members, dude, this guy, I would be shocked if he gets 1,000 votes throughout the entire state of Florida. I would be shocked.
I think it's more than 1,000.
Don't know. I don't know. Look.
Some people might vote for him just for the memes, I can see that.
God, I hope not. But yeah, he says, that's crazy as hell. Yeah, math not mathin', for real. For real, math is not mathing right there. And let me log into my Facebook real quick, and I'm gonna take a look at this. Let me see what his most recent post was. I gotta take a look at this. I haven't been keeping up with my boy Brandon today. Let me go look. Brandon McIntyre, where are you at? There you are, political candidate. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Brandon's vision for a better Florida. Okay. So this is a post he made and some group in Facebook on April 9th, a few days ago. He said, political earthquake in Florida. Something big is about to happen. And the establishment didn't see it coming. It's, okay, guy. And this guy's enthusiasm's unreal. And then he says, new voter data is signaling a dramatic shift in Florida's political landscape, and it's shaking the two-party system to its core. Brandon McIntyre running under the Constitution Party banner is gaining serious traction, not just as a candidate, but as a symbol of something larger. What we're seeing: a surge in voter frustration with traditional party politics, growing support for independent, people first leadership, of movement forming not funded by big money but fueled by everyday citizens. This isn't about left versus right anymore. One observer noted, it's about people versus the system. I guarantee you that one observer is like some poor old lady that he totally harassed in the Walmart checkout area, and he's like shilling for his campaign, and he just took that quote and kind of maybe mixed it up a little bit and just posted it on Facebook like wow.
Yeah.
This old
Or
lady
it's,
was
you know,
nice to me. And this guy probably totally took that and just like ran with it. It was like, oh yeah, we got a new fresh voter today. And then in all reality, she just wants to get her milk and just get out the freaking grocery store to away from crazy people like that who's just like shilling their campaign to people. Anyways, across community, conversations are changing. Voters who once felt unheard are now engaging in organizing and paying attention in ways we haven't seen in years. This isn't just momentum, this is disruption. The real question now: are Floridians ready to break away from the political status quo? Can grassroots movement outperform the political machine? History shows when people move together, anything is possible. Watch closely. The race just became one of the most important in the country. And anyway, so let me this guy, he has his poll tagged on here, right? Governor poll on top, according to him, is of course himself, sitting at 52%. The other Republicans below him, and this is what gets me, okay? Look, this guy can lie about himself all day long. This guy can make him be it, this guy can make him out to be something he's not, right? But I don't know where he gets these governor polls right here, but this is wild. Listen to this. For Republicans, what's up?
So he gets it from AI.
Yeah,
ChatGPT's him.
probably. And then get this. This is what he polls for Republicans. He says Bobby Williams. By the way, Brandon McIntyre sitting at 52%. He's at Bobby Williams at 34% for the Republicans. Byron Donalds at 27%. That's how I know this is a lie. James Fishback at 13%. Jay Collins at 3%. And Paul Renner at 1%. The Paul Renner, I can kind of believe, but I think he's going to be higher. He's probably going to be around 5%, maybe 3%. And anyway, I don't know where this guy gets his polls from. It's totally ridiculous. And yeah, math is not math, and LOL memes. I just want to know what job. Let's see. I'm reading David's comment right now. I just want to know what job he has or has had, education, etc. I was hoping you addressed that during the interview. If none, he needs a psych eval. Okay, yeah, psych eval. Yeah. I honestly think he's just in his dude. I honestly think this guy, he just for sure is delusional. This guy, he is so up in his head. And but I've heard this from people. This guy has ran for president in 2024, right? I've heard this from numerous people. Whenever somebody loses the election, it changes them mentally. And I think this is what this guy problem is. I don't know. He was like that in 2024 too, though. Whenever he ran for president, this guy seriously believed he was going to win the presidential election in 2024 as a Constitution Party candidate. I was like, yeah, there's no way. And I didn't even know who this guy was until like a couple weeks ago. Although you said you want to see him, you said you were hoping that I would ask him those kind of questions during an interview. He actually wanted to come back on the show. I can have him back on here and I can ask him all that stuff if you'd like, but not gonna lie, I'm kind of booked out right now as far as interviews go, but I can see what I can do. Or I can just call him out on Facebook and show it up on the screen or whatever on my stream. But yeah, dude, this guy, let me go across his other polls. Let's see here. And you know, Bowden, do you want to know how I know this guy is not polling as high as he says he is?
Because of the real polls.
Well, not just that, because I hardly got any views on that stream with him. And that was like the first like podcast kind of format he's been on.
Yeah.
I was not expecting a lot of views at all, by the way, whenever I had him on here, but you know, it's whatever. He's just totally delusional. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find out what he did for work. So his at or whatever. I don't know if this is his at on Facebook or something else, but it says Real Money BZ. This guy came straight from the ghetto, and something happened inside of him. He's like, yeah, I want to run for governor. And by the way, to answer your question, David, it says that he studied audio production at Full Sail University. So there's that for you.
Audio production.
Yeah.
I would want nothing more than somebody that specializes in audio production to run.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could use that kind of education if you want to go help develop movies and stuff in the making. But other than that, I mean,
he's trying to make Florida a movie. You know, Florida Man. You know what I mean?
I guess so, dude. This is the most Florida Man thing I've ever seen. It's definitely top tier. It's up there.
You know what we should do? Everybody should just run for governor and vote for themselves.
Wait, okay. If that was to happen, what would actually, what would the solution be to figure out who gets elected? Like if everybody votes for themselves and everybody, yeah, everybody votes for themselves and everybody cancels everybody
alligator
else out.
Or like bull riding or something.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I would just pay. I would totally just pay you off to vote for me, so that way I can be at 2 votes and I would just win the election.
As long as I get to be your vice governor,
lieutenant governor, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Let's see what this guy is saying. You took it easy on him. Your face didn't. Your face didn't lie though. LOL. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. So my original plan was I was going to have him on the show and I was just going to blast this dude, in which I kind of did in the beginning, not like blast, right? But I had him on the beginning and I called him out for being racist towards white people and whatnot. And he basically said, you know, oh, well, he's not willing to denounce black only schools. And I told him, I was like, well, it deprives white students of, you know, the same opportunity. And especially a black only schools give black students free education through the affirmative action plans and or the affirmative action agenda. And so he says he's not willing to denounce it because he's like, do you know what black people had to endure for the last 250 years? It's like, look, guy, I do not care. Your kind enslaved white people in Egypt and had us build the pyramids for you for thousands of years. I do not care. And not only that, America, the United States, was the first country who even enacted on ending slavery. Like, what are you talking about? Going, yo, do you know what you put my people through? Yeah, bud, I do. And also, I know what my people also did for your people as well. We were the first ever nation to actually completely abolish slavery for your kind to even have freedom. And
yeah, the first anti-slavery like rally was like before it was like right before we'd even formed America. Or like right after. It was around that time. I think it was let me figure out real quick because I can't remember the exact time. Okay. Oh, actually, in American history, it says the first anti-slavery protest was 1688. In Pennsylvania, or where it.
Wow, the United States, then, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
This was before. It was before.
Well, it was in America.
We were formed as a country.
This is in America, though.
Like after was 1777. It's called the Vermont Abolition. Because it used to, like, Vermont was one of the first colonies.
Yeah.
It was actually it says it was it was the first colony to abolish slavery explicitly via its constitution.
Oh wow. So an American colony then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what this guy's deal with is with this whole thing. It's, do you know what you put your, you know what the country did to my people? It's like, yeah, we freed, bro. Like we freed you, bro. Like what are you on about?
Yep. That's
Like,
why. That's actually why we left.
like if it wasn't for white people in America, you would still be a slave.
Yeah, that's why we left Britain. Like that was part of it. They actually like your own like their own country, like in Africa. They sold their people to America, and we just bought them.
Yeah, I mean
So-
their own people didn't even want them.
Yeah.
And anyways, but that's, look, I know a lot of great black people out there, and it's not a matter of a racist thing, right? It's just one of those things where it's like black people are so quick to jump on or they're so quick to play the race card, but they don't realize that white people is the ones, specifically white Americans, was the first one who even enacted on even freeing them before
Yeah.
any other country did.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it was really unfortunate that slavery lasted as long as it did in America, and also,
It wasn't even that long. If you really think about it, it really was not even that long.
well, yeah, in
And
the grand scheme of things, no. But I
Yeah.
mean, it was a whole generation. Like
yeah,
lengthwise.
but it's like boohoo, it's like get
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, I mean, we agree. Like, it doesn't matter anymore because America is the least racist country in the world now.
Yeah, and
So I mean, just get on with it. We have a
yeah,
we
and,
have a republic
and
where
the
you can.
the solution, by the way, the solution to getting over racism in America is not by implying more racism on whites.
Yeah, exactly. They don't understand.
No, they
Yeah.
never will either. They
And I mean,
never
if we
will.
were so racist, how would he be able to run for Florida governor if we were
Yeah.
racist?
Yeah, man, beyond me, and I
And
I
why
was
is Byron
totally.
Donalds leading the Republican governor race? in Florida?
David, since you're still here, did you see the thing where he actually said that he, did you listen to the whole stop sign situation where he was basically saying that he does not believe that somebody should be charged for running a stop sign even though that they're drunk. And you listened to that, didn't you, Bowden?
Yeah, he said that they should only be charged if they hurt somebody.
Yeah,
Process.
dude, that is so ridiculous, bro.
That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
I can't believe somebody. The whole purpose of a law is to prevent people from doing something, so that it doesn't eventually hurt a victim. If somebody runs a stop sign and all they hurt is themselves, that's still against the law because they could have hurt somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, how does this guy think people die in car accidents? Probably because they run stop signs and they're on their phone.
Obviously, is not in his education to even know these kind of things because he
he doesn't specialize in it. Yeah, he doesn't specialize in it. That's my bad.
he doesn't specialize in common sense. He specializes in audio productions.
Completely forgot.
Yeah, so
it didn't seem like he was a good listener either, though. So I don't know how he can major in audio production.
savage.
I mean,
Dude, I'm being mean, bro. We're just tearing this guy apart.
I mean, honestly, anything you said, it's like he didn't even understand. He couldn't even comprehend it.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
that's
what are
why.
you talking about?
Yeah, man. And then he's sitting there posting all this crap on Facebook every day saying, yeah, oh, voters are waking up. They're beginning to listen. I'm beginning to listen. I'm Let's Go Brandon. I'm on the ground fighting for you. And it's like, no, you're not, bro. You're shilling to poor old ladies at Walmart who just wants to get their groceries and get out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You're not fighting on the ground. And then he's saying, well, I typed up this paper to hand to these politicians. They're going to throw it away in the garbage once you hand it to them, bro. They're not taking any of that crap in consideration. Look, whether what you're writing is good or bad or whatever it is, if I'm a politician, right? If I'm in office and I'm a Republican, if some straight up liberal Democratic piece of crap writes a whole essay to hand me and say, this is how you need to run your campaign, or this is how you need to run your administration while you're in office, I'm throwing it away. I'm saying, okay, well, boo-hoo. If you don't like me, you can move counties, you can move regions. If you don't like me, you can run against me. Other than that, I'm just going to throw away your paper, bro. It's wasted time and effort. And
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He talks a lot of sovereign citizen. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what I saw. Uh, sorry, dude, I am mean. LL. He just runs around and saying he is giving constitution notices to everybody. I know that's what it's so funny. These guys, bro, in this political office, look, whether I like these politicians or not, they're just going to throw it away. I would too. I don't blame them. I don't want somebody telling me how to run my job. And what I mean by that is, look, if I get county commissioner, if I do, when I do, I'm definitely not going to take advice from this straight up. And he calls himself a Constitution Party guy, but all in reality, he's a straight up liberal. I don't care what title he gives himself. He's a straight up lib. I'm not going to take advice on how to run my administration or how to take care of my people from a guy who thinks it's okay to run a stop sign as long as you don't hurt anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, do you know what this guy probably does, actually? And I guarantee this is the case. I guarantee you he doesn't actually put all that time and effort of writing those papers, probably. What he does, he probably just gets ChatGPT to write him something, and I guarantee you he uses the same exact thing over and over again. He just keeps printing it out over and over again, bro. And I guarantee that's exactly what he does. And he just goes out and just hands it to these poor fellows who's just trying to do their job, bro. And then he's like, and there's like, no, we have our own plan, you know. I take care of my citizens, you know, the way I intend, the way I want, the way that people voted me in to do it, you know, the way the people man, I can't even talk. I'm so freaking tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, guy, he look, overall, I don't even know why we're even talking about this guy in the first place. He's not going to win the election, okay? He's not. All we're doing is we're just putting down this poor guy who just has aspirations in life, man. He's not going to win the election, okay? So there's really no need on actually, you know, continuing to talk about it. Absolutely, that's all that he does. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, but it's kind of fun talking bad about him. I don't know.
It's kind of fun.
I guess, you know, I guess I'm evil. I'm like evil for that, bro. I get enjoyment out of it.
That sounds pretty evil. Not gonna lie to you.
I guess, man. I don't know.
I guess.
He's definitely a character. I'm taking off my hat. I've never like streamed a stream before without a hat,
Bro,
but
fix your hair, bro. Why is there a dead squirrel on your head?
all right, fine. I'll put the hat back on. All right,
Just
calm
go bald.
down.
Just go ahead and go bald, bro. Just do it. Give it up.
No. I enjoy my hair while I have it.
It's a good thing you got engaged before you lost your hair. I don't know if you would have ever found a woman.
Bro, I would just wear a hat. They wouldn't find out that I'm bald. I would just wear a hat all the time.
You just wear a hat for the first like 6 months.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, look, babe, I shaved my head. Like 6 months in.
She'll get mad at me, or she'll get mad at me and be like, "Why'd you shave your head?" And it's like, "Oh, it's okay. I didn't have hair to begin with." And she's like, breaks up with me.
That's why you don't tell her that you didn't have hair.
Imagine getting married and everything, like wearing a hat at your wedding, wearing a hat while you sleep, wearing a shower cap whenever you take a shower, and then like you go your whole life and she doesn't know you're bald, and you're in your 60s and you're like happily married for like 40 years, and then finally one day she catches you lacking. She sees that you're bald, she divorces you after 40 years of marriage.
Bro, I wonder if there's no way that's ever happened, but
no,
not in a 60-year time frame. Maybe like a month and I could see. You know, imagine being so chopped Like, imagine. I could have, bro.
I'm not one to talk. My hairline's not exactly uh something to brag about. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's not I mean, my hair is it's definitely thinning. I'm definitely, balding out, but I don't know, man. Look, don't judge me, okay? At least at least I don't have a education from Full Sail University in audio productions, okay?
Yeah. Why don't you look at my hair? Show 'em my hair.
But y'all, I'm gonna
I
head
got
out of
a.
here. Take it easy and looking forward to future interviews. All right, take it easy, David. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, have a good one, David. Appreciate you.
Oh man, dude, am I too hard on this guy?
Nah, I wouldn't say
Well,
so.
because he's not gonna
Imagine
win.
having. Not even that, dude. Just. I mean, you have to have dialogue with, well, even regular people that believe that, like, it's just that doesn't make any sense. So I mean, I think it's all right to just talk about different viewpoints or whatever.
Yeah, but we're
I
straight up
mean,
dogging on this guy just for his education that he chose to get.
I mean, just think about it. Like, the top 5 most gotten degrees are like, I think like 4 of them, maybe all 5 of them, are like some of the lowest paying jobs you can get. So like, it's mainly women that go to college, right?
Yeah,
So they're getting their degree in education.
to
What
go
does
to
that even mean?
college.
What does that even mean to get a degree in education so they can be teachers or whatever, which is a low paying job? Or they get a
Yeah.
degree in like liberal arts, like, I don't know, or anything like that. When the top 5 most, like the top 5 highest paying job, like being a lawyer, an engineer.
Did you ever beat that hotel map?
No.
Did y'all attempt it?
Yeah, we got to the last one, then we lost.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
it was it a lot more harder or was it a lot more difficult than the office?
Dude, me and Sinbad, we speed ran the office one night. We did it in 3.5 minutes. We beat it.
3.5 minutes?
3.5 minutes.
Dude, it took us hours.
Yeah. Well, that was the first time through, though.
Yeah, overall though, was it pretty easy to, you know?
Yeah, I don't know when they're going to come out with a new the new level
Dude, I'm
or
excited for
whatever.
the update for I'm excited for
Backrooms.
yeah.
But we have to go see the movie when it comes out, bro. I'm telling you,
I
finna
heard
get
there's
the
a
whole gang
backroom
together.
movies. I haven't actually looked into it though.
I'm gonna make you watch it as soon as we end this. We're gonna
When,
watch the trailer together.
when was the update for the backrooms, all the extra new levels and stuff like that?
What did it? It was just in March, right? Like a month ago.
No, I'm talking about when are they updating it where it's like a whole set of 37 levels and stuff.
Oh, I don't know. Did they say they were doing it all at once?
Yeah. It's all going to drop at once.
Did they say in May? You gave me a time frame.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember
I'll
what
check.
date
I'll
they
check real
said.
quick. Let me load up Steam.
I'm popping another Zen, bro.
You bad boy. Well, I accidentally just closed it.
You know, that David guy, we got to get him in the Discord. He's one of us. He's for sure one of us. He's one of the boys.
All right, let me see this. Which it is a fun game, honestly. Honestly, we should play it after we finish, just for the heck of it.
But give it one go.
All right, bet.
Because I actually got
Where is it in the community hub? Maybe.
the community. Let me just look. I can go on Steam
me
without
see.
my OBS screwing up.
Targeting late May. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't
Hi,
give a
guys.
date, did it?
The team has been hard at work on new levels, targeting a late May release. So then we wanted to give you some features and improvements we have. One of the biggest features we've been working on is dedicated modding support. You can do mods. We have to do mods, bro.
Yeah, it's like they're accepting like admissions right now for modders or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to end the streams.
Fixing to end the stream right now. Actually, we're at like an hour and a half.
Yeah, dude, we've been going at this for a while.
Dude, it doesn't even seem like it's been that long for me.
Yeah, honestly, it felt like 10 minutes.
Dude, I gotta get that David guy in the Discord or something, bro.
He'll come back. Which you may not have it.
He'll be here
He looks-
tomorrow, I think.
He looks like an older guy, you know, like 30, maybe
Man,
maybe 40. Look at his channel. Is he smoking a? Is that a weed pen? Yeah, I think he's smoking weed on his channel. I think it's
let's see. It's a cigarette.
I don't think so.
It's a filter that you can put on the back of a cigarette.
Is it really? Dude, that looked like plastic.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure that's a cigarette.
Which is, it might be plastic. It could just be a cigarette.
Dude, you know what would be absolutely hilarious? If tomorrow during the interview, for whatever reason, like after the interview's done, I'm just like, oh crap, it wasn't streaming. Dude, should I just mess with him like that?
Dude, you cannot. Do not.
After the interview,
Don't do that, bro.
should I just like mess with him? Like, oh, yeah, man, and we didn't get any of that.
Shoot, I guess do it like while the interview is still going.
Oh, we have to start wrapping up the interview like 30 minutes in, because he wants to do a 30-minute interview, and it's gotta be like 27 minutes in, and I got like, ooh, we didn't get any of that. Dude.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Dude, Sleep seems really good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's getting pretty late for me. I gotta wake up at
Do you still want to do backrooms tonight?
Absolutely. Hey, I got a Red Bull waiting for me. Okay, I'm excited to get up and drink it.
Why do you have to?
That's my motivation to get up.
Why do you have to?
I have my civic literacy exam for Florida.
Dude, you should go to sleep.
Dude, it's literally. It took my sister 30 minutes. It's civics, bro. I'm pretty sure I made it 100 in civics, and I never tried. How hard can it be? You trying to go get Waffle House in the morning before your interview?
You mean for me?
Yeah.
Which one? Let me end the stream real quick. I don't want to leak a location. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Florida Frontier. We're gonna go ahead. I'm going to not leak my location on stream. So, anyways, thank you for watching Florida Frontier. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and punch that like button. Leave a comment what you think about the show, and I will catch you all tomorrow during our interview with governor candidate James Shaw, who is running as a Republican.